believe so. Yes, we are live. What is up on the U-Box, guys? This is TopHat Productions 115 coming at you with yet another video, another live stream. And while I am going to keep, or at least I'm going to try to keep this short, I know that it will probably end up in a long stream of rambling, so I won't even try to pretend, because what I have to present to you today is not one, but two things. So expect the video to be a little bit lengthier, and while I will try to keep it short, don't expect anything short. That's just how I am. You already know how this goes, so I'm just going to jump right into it. There are two new, and by the way, this video is primarily focused, aimed at those in our audience who play Minecraft. So if you don't play Minecraft, if you don't play modded Minecraft, go on and click off this video right now. This one's not for you. Otherwise, stick around and enjoy the show. This is a new mod pack that I've been working on for just the last... Oh, there's something happening up there. But this is one of the new mod packs that I was working on for a while. That sounds like an explosion. But anyway, this new mod pack that I've been working on is called FIIK, spelled as follows. I know, weird, right? Capital F, lowercase I, and then capital IK. Strange spelling, who knows what that stands for. But the point is, this is a new mod pack with a focus that is not entirely... Okay, what is that? What is that noise? What is up? Can I just ask what that is? Alright, let's see what's up. How am I missing a ladder? Am I a joke to you? I don't even know how to handle that. What is that noise? You know what? Let's just play this safe. Peaceful? Okay. Okay, we're good. But anyway, this is a new mod pack that I've been working on for just a little bit of a while now, and the focus of the mod pack is to provide an experience that is not like most mod packs. As you can see, it's got just over 70 mods, and while I'm not going to name all of them, what I will discuss is some of the things that it allows for. So, firstly, as you just saw while we were outside, the trees are a bit different. Not just in look, but also in the way that they function. I'll go in and demonstrate that in a few short seconds, as soon as I'm out of this mine shaft. First of all, we're using dynamic trees. Second of all, we're using tree chopper. So that is one major difference compared to normal Minecraft. In fact, there are many differences compared to normal. Okay, yeah. And the FPS is going to drop. Hold up. There we go. So first of all, our trees are a little bit different because of dynamic trees and tree chopper. We also have a few other things. We have dynamic lighting, as you can see. We also have, if you can hear that, dynamic surroundings. And if you would just notice this, that does not look like normal shaders, does it? As you can see, I've included quite a few tweaks and changes to things to try to enhance and differentiate the experience from vanilla Minecraft in this mod pack. I mean, even the footsteps, right? That's dynamic surroundings. Long story short, this is not going to be a normal Minecraft playthrough if you get this mod pack. Now, I don't want to spoil anything, and we also happen to have a CurseForge page, so if you're interested, please feel free to check it out. And I can tell you now, you'll probably like this mod pack. Now, one thing that I can say is that it's not currently working on server side just yet. We're still trying to troubleshoot an issue right now where it makes it so that you can't open the inventory if you're playing the mod pack on server side. However, that's the only issue that we've had so far, so whenever we figure that one out, we'll finally release a server version of the mod pack, and then you'll be able to play it along with your friends instead of just in single player and local multiplayer. In fact, I can actually confirm that it works in single player and local multiplayer just fine, with little to no issue on most machines. So it's just server that we're trying to work out right now. Is that a bug? Ah! Yeah, that's definitely dynamic surroundings. As you can see, we have many new things in the game. As you can see, this dirt has roots in it now. The grass sways. Let's see, are the trees currently swaying? Doesn't look like it. Long story short, there are many things going on in this mod pack, and I really don't want to spoil it for you because then you'll know what to expect. So what I'm going to suggest that you guys do is simply head over to our Modpack page. I'll even include a link to it in the description. There are many pages on the current Modpack page, and I'm sure that you'll find at least part of this mod pack to your liking. It's very easy to install. It's mostly just drag and drop. And if you want to use the Twitch launcher, that's fine, though I highly suggest that you use the drag and drop method instead. We also have alternative download links in case you can't use the Twitch website for any reason. In case you're wondering, no, these are not normal FPS values. Usually we're hitting around 50 to 60 FPS. And that's even in server worlds, right? Server worlds where we have some unsolved issues and stuff like that. So believe me, the only reason why it's in the cinematic and ugly 30s right now is due to the fact that I'm live streaming while doing this. Otherwise, it would be around 50 to 60. You can trust me on that one. Aside from that, I can give you a quick preview of what mods are there. Oh, by the way, there are actually two versions of the mod pack for Minecraft clients. There is a high-end version, which includes dynamic surroundings, and then there's a low-end one, which does not include dynamic surroundings. The low-end one and the high-end one both should function pretty similarly, if not almost exactly identically, seeing that the only difference is dynamic surroundings. And dynamic surroundings really only kicks in when you're on a server, but for those of you who are interested in testing it out on a server, well, the only thing that you would have to do is make sure that dynamic surroundings is included on server side. And then from there, the clients don't even need to have it, except for like if you want some very specific features of dynamic surroundings, because some features of dynamic surroundings are not available unless it's on client and server side. But for the most part, you really should not need dynamic surroundings on client unless you just really want the full experience. And to be quite honest, it's not going to add a whole bunch to it unless you start changing configurations. Aside from that, the FPS on both low-end and high-end machines should be in the 50s to 60s, and if not, then what you're going to want to do is start tweaking some of the settings. It is very possible to hit around 50 to 60 FPS on CPUs like the AMD A10 5750M, and that used to be a high-end AMD APU for laptops. So with that said, if you have like a Core i3 or something like that, you should be able to pull it off just fine with this. Seeing that most processors are way, way, way more potent and way more capable than the processor that I just named. But that's really about it for this mod pack. I don't really want to spoil it. And to be quite honest, this FPS is just a tad bit abysmal. And we have yet another mod pack that I want to show off, which is going to be just a tad bit different. Now, the other mod pack that I want to show off, I don't have installed, so I can't really show it to you in action. But what I can do is show you what mods are there to give you just a little bit of an idea of what expectations to have. So I'm just going to go on, hop out of here, save and quit title. But before I show you that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the description for FIIK. This is a medium-sized mod pack for Minecraft 1.12.2, which was put together to provide an experience that changes the fundamental mechanics of Minecraft gameplay, such as any mod pack, from the very beginning. It's not just about punching wood or who can get to the end first anymore. And as it even says in the last part, still in development, limited release, and decisions are still being made. Now, I also include a little bit of a miniature changelog with the mod pack itself when you guys download it, so be sure to read that. And if you want to, check pages and stuff like that to get an idea of what's going on. Leave comments. There's just a ton of things that you can do to actually help improve it if you want to. And if you want to be involved in development even more, we even have a Discord server with a dedicated channel just for this mod pack. But without further ado, I'm now going to move on to the next mod pack, which is Dynamic Nature. Now, I don't think I have it installed. Oh, yes, I do have it installed. Surprise. But while we're waiting for that, I'm going to go on and read the description for Dynamic Nature. This relatively smaller mod pack, relatively smaller than FIIK for 1.12.2, as usual, is designed to give a core experience that is more nature-focused, with a somewhat lower difficulty than FIIK. I apologize if you can hear my computer fans ramping up. That should subside momentarily. With a somewhat lower difficulty than FIIK. Now, I'm not going to read this word for word verbatim, but I'm pretty sure that you can understand the implications of this mod pack, seeing that it is more nature-focused than FIIK. It is designed around the Dynamic Surroundings mod pack, in opposed to FIIK, where dynamic surroundings was simply added in. So a lot of the mods that you're going to see in dynamic nature are actually going to be mods that were suggested as companion mods for dynamic surroundings. In fact, this mod pack is even somewhat named after dynamic surroundings. Instead, it is called dynamic nature because of the fact that it is, as I just said, focused on nature. Now, there is no mod list for it yet, but it'll be listed on our Discord server. I'm going to go in and hop into Singleplayer and just show how it looks. And I'll also give a brief look at the list of mods that make up the mod pack as well. I'm trying to keep the video as short as possible because I don't want to bore you guys, and at the same time I also have to go very, very soon. But I will be providing downloads for everything in the video description in due time. For now, this is just a quick sneak peek at everything so that you guys know that everything's there, so that you know what to look for, so that you guys know we're still pushing out new content, and so that you guys know what is to be expected in the near future. There we go. Okay. And as you can see, yeah, the FPS is just a tad bit worse here. Options, video settings. Yeah, we're gonna leave it on fast. So I'm just gonna keep this one short. This mod pack uses almost a completely different set of base mods for the base experience. Instead of things like Biomes O'Plenty, it has Biome Bundle, I believe. Yes, Biomes Bundle, and it uses OTG, Open Terrain Generator, instead. So, yeah, we don't even have Journey Map here or any of the other familiar mods that you're familiar with in FIIK. In other words, this mod pack is meant to be completely different from FIIK, and it is simply meant to be its own thing. And as I mentioned on the mod pack page, you don't really want to combine these two mod packs because of the fact that there are certain incompatibilities present. And they're just meant to give two different experiences. In fact, FIIK is not even compatible with the Millionaire mod, but this mod pack has Millionaire as one of its base mods. So this mod pack actually has quests and other things in it that just aren't going to show up in FIIK. And keep in mind, both of these mod packs are best experienced with Sonic Ether's shader pack. So I'm going to suggest that you play the mod packs with those shader packs. I'll even provide a link to Sonic Ether's webpage. His shader packs are amazing. You should totally go for those in order to get the full experience, because the whole entire experience is just going to look and feel better with that shader pack. If you can actually get it to run on your hardware, I highly suggest it. Even at 40 FPS, it just looks amazing. And to be quite honest, okay, so I can't really get much. Yeah, take a look in the distance. See how the treetops are kind of moving around a little bit? Zoom. It's like swaying. The leaves are literally swaying in the wind. Just gracefully, beautifully, right? And look at the shadows. The entire thing just looks great. This is why I highly suggest Sonic Ether's shader packs to go along with this mod pack. We also have things like, in fact, let me go on and just show the mod options. Enough of me talking, I'll just show you what's there. As usual, we have Aroma Core and Aroma Backup and Backup Recovery to make backups of your world in case anything goes wrong. But besides that, no journey map, and a lot of other things are just gone. This is a completely new mod pack. dynamic surroundings HUD, dynamic trees, familiar fauna. I mean, some things from FIIK make a return, but a lot of the things that you're used to are not going to be there. Keep in mind, both of these mod packs are made for Minecraft 1.12.2, and I'll see if I can get them working on 1.13, but I can't really guarantee anything. Open terrain generator, OpenEye. I might try to get OpenEye into FIIK at some point, but not yet, not until at least next month's release. Reauth, which is in both FIIK and dynamic surroundings. Sleeping Overhaul I kept because of the fact that I wanted to keep at least some consistency so that you weren't just jumping right out of the frying pan and into the fire. We have Stellar Sky, which makes everything look good. So imagine Stellar Sky working with Sonic Ether's shader pack. It's just going to be glorious, right? And then from there we have Tree Chopper and, well, overall, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting experience for you guys, and I'm sure that you're going to want it. I will include download links in the description. The point is, go for it. As you can see, we're working with like cinematic frame rates right now, but usually it's in like the 50s to 60s, but that's only because I'm currently live streaming and also running some background applications. I'm also doing some server testing to see if I can get FIIK's server issue weeded out, the one where I mentioned where you can't open inventory. So I'm doing multiple things at once, and I'm just trying to make everything work so that you guys can get the best experience as quickly as possible. And to be quite honest, I haven't tested dynamic nature in a server environment yet, but I say that you guys go on and start testing it just to see if you can get a jump on that, because if it does work on server, it'll be even greater. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go on and end the video here. I don't want to blabber for too long. The point is, these two mod packs exist. They're developed by me and the rest of my people over at the Discord server, TXP-Network. I'm sure that you'll enjoy it. And, oh, by the way, unlike FIIK, there's only one release version for dynamic surroundings. There is I guess like a semi-high-end / mid-range version of the mod pack being released right now, and it doesn't come with as many optimizations. I actually mentioned that somewhere on the home page, I believe. Yeah, unlike FIIK, the testing standards for this mod pack are going to be way more loose, requiring more testing and customization by the end user. This mod pack is not for the faint of heart. It is for those of you who are really into tinkering. So if you really want to get into that, by all means, dynamic nature is not publicly, or at least the mod pack is publicly available, but this CurseForge page for it is not publicly available for it yet. So I'll have to share it in Google Drive links instead. I'm currently trying to move away from CurseForge due to an issue with the Twitch launcher that happened just recently. Overall, the Twitch launcher has just been tearing me up, and yeah, long story short, I had to change my Twitch password, right? And while it makes sense that I'd have to re-log in, when I re-logged in, all of my Modpack files, the export files, had been completely wiped clean. All of my Minecraft Modpack profiles, the profiles I used for testing FIIK, had been completely wiped out. So I'd have to rebuild all of that from scratch due to the fact that the Modpack is still in testing and is not ready to leave limited release. As such, I'm not really enthused about having to rebuild it by hand. I mean, there's like 70 mods in it right now, and to be quite honest, we're already moving towards local hosting at this point, so it might be better if we move away from CurseForge, which is why I've been prioritizing the Google Drive releases more, if anything. We're trying to get a Technic page ready, but I don't really know how that's going to work because we need file hosts that provide direct download links, and the only one that I know of currently is Dropbox, but I moved away from that due to security concerns and also just due to the fact that it doesn't provide nearly enough space for the size files that I'm going to be working with in the next few weeks and then the next few months with these up-and-coming Modpack releases. Dropbox is not going to work for me unless I start shoveling money into it. Whereas with Google Drive and other file hosts that I already have, they're more than capable of providing the storage that I need without me having to start asking for donations. Aside from that, this is about close to the end of the video. If you guys liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, you know that other button works just as well. Make sure to subscribe if you want more content like this, and I will catch you guys later. Peace!